Hey guys, Brandon Barnett here with MyPOVGuitar. What are some of the things that frustrate you the most about learning to play guitar? In the description below, there'll be a link. Book a call, 30 minutes, we'll talk about it. Let me know. But for now, in this video, we're going to talk about chord changes again, making them faster, okay? But I'm going to take a different approach here, and I'm going to show you a 10-minute practice session that you can do to help with chord changes, but it's with your right hand, not your left. Well, Brandon, you make chords with your left. Why are you giving us a chord exercise with your right hand? Because once you build the muscle memory up in the right hand, and that's easier, with which strings to strum when you're changing chords, you don't have to think about it anymore. You can push it out. Then you can work on your muscle memory. But if you inherently know which strings to strum when you change chords and you drop down, where these work in tandem, there's no thinking, then you can just totally focus on your left hand, okay? And as always, I'm going to show you from your point of view. Hey guys, Brandon Barnett here with MyPOVGuitar. So, it's still about changing chords quickly, right? We have another video talking about the left hand, but what you might not think about is your right hand, okay? And how that will help you with your left. And what I mean by that is, I finger pick, which is kind of akin to playing piano as much as I know about playing piano, because you have bass lines and then melody lines going at the same time. There's a lot of thought that goes to the right hand, but with just strumming chords, you kind of get a break from that, right? There's not as much that you have to keep up with, but there's still muscle memory and still things that you have to learn with your right hand, okay? So the faster you master that, then you can focus totally on your left hand and that muscle memory and changing chords quickly, right? Okay. If you notice in chord diagrams, they tell you which strings not to hit. They'll have an X on the chord diagram. And for this exercise, I'm just going to go with some easy variations of chords. You may know the full chords, and that's fine. Do whatever you feel you need, but I'm going to try to make it as simple as possible for the left hand. And so we're going to talk about the easy G, and that's strumming all the strings except the first. And then an easy C, and that's fifth string all the way down to a D sus2, which is from the fourth string down. You can hit that fifth string, that A note, that makes it fuller. But for this exercise, we're gonna be technical about it and go, okay, for a D major or a D sus2, okay, fourth string down. So fourth string down with a D sus2, fifth string down for the easy C, and then six to the second for the easy G. Okay. It's not that complicated, but you do have to drop, you know? You do have to keep that in mind. Okay, don't hit that first string. Fifth string, I can hit all of them. Fourth string, fifth string, six, don't hit that first, okay? Practice 10 minutes a day with a strumming exercise and just focus on that right hand and make sure that you're hitting only the strings you're supposed to. when you're making that G, your right hand needs to know 6 down to 2 on the strumming. And they move in sync. When you move down to that easy C, 5th string all the way. See, I hit that top one then. These need to be in sync. And when you go down to that D, 4th string down. You know, so you're doing movements with that right hand. Every chord change is just slight. I'll show you without my pick. I like to strum. I like to use my nails and just use my thumb. So it's kind of how I got into finger picking. Okay? Believe it or not, guys, that will help, because once you get that mastered, I don't have to think about that anymore. Whether I'm using my thumb or a pick, it doesn't matter. You know, I'm not hitting all that with a D. I know not to go up here, right? That's muscle memory. And you can do that with other chords as well, you know, E to A. Okay, let's do D, A, E. 4th, 5th, 6th. Okay, so pick whatever, you know, 3 chords that you want to do. Like I said, I gave you the easy G, easy C, and a D-sus2, just so you don't have to do a lot of fingering with the left hand. I want you to really focus on your right. And if you want to, I teach with a metronome a lot, and you can get a free app on your phone, Metronome Beats. You know, and you can scroll whatever beats per minute you want. I always use 70 to teach. If you need to go slower, go slower. But if you want to just practice with the metronome, you know. Whatever patterns you want to do with those chords. If you want to start out and just do the 4 beats with the metronome and then switch. Or if you want to just mix it up. Just make sure you're not hitting any unnecessary notes. You're looking at your chord charts and you know, okay, X on this string, don't hit that string. Just make sure you're doing that. You can practice this like 5-10 minutes a day. That right there is probably one of the easiest muscle memory things to pick up when learning guitar, is that right hand. Especially with a pick, you don't have to do a whole lot. It's not like finger picking where there's a lot of, but it's the same concept. You know, here I am on the 6. Then when I drop, but with a pick, you know, it's pretty much just finding it once, and that's where your starting point, right? A minor. okay? Guys, believe it or not, I know it doesn't seem like that's gonna help a lot, but the faster you can stop thinking about your right hand and just have it move as one with your left, whenever you're moving up and down the neck, up and down the strings, you get those just in sync with each other, and then you can focus on the muscle memory here. And you're only thinking about one hand. Guys, there's like 5 days left, 6 days left on the course for the $99. It'll never be this cheap again. The year-end special for 2024, there'll be a link in the description. You get 50 lessons, a 48-page downloadable workbook, direct access to me for any questions for $99, normally $297. I'm slashing the price, but this is it. I gotta eat. I can't afford to keep it that cheap. So anyway, January 7th is the last day on that. So guys, if you're interested, check it out. We kind of go through all these things that we've been doing, but we do them in order, in the right order, instead of just having to like find certain things on YouTube. You know, we go in order and we teach these types of things just like in this lesson here. But guys, until then, we'll see you in the next lesson.